Well, I think that all the materials that you can use by with your computer, like um, I don't know, Skype, for example, or chat rooms, audio CDs or MP3s, programs for learning grammar or vocabulary. All this stuff can be some kind of a supportive source
Like a
for
supplement. Yeah,
what?
like a supplement to
Yeah,
yeah.
because for example, some people might not have a native speaker or any speaker around them. For example, if they want to learn Japanese or I don't know, um, they might use Skype for chatting with a native person, and the material you get is never like up to date because new words occur and others disappear. Um, and another thing is, if you're sitting in front of the PC, like you're feeling for the time you lose or you're using for learning language, it's another one as if you would learn languages by reading a book or sitting in a classroom, and so you might get into wasting your time if you lean on computer learning or learning a language by using your computer um, totally.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree. I agree. Like you just get distracted when you have an idea like, oh, I can watch a video on YouTube about this or something, and then you waste several hours on doing something
Yeah,
like that. So
yeah,
yeah,
exactly. So,
yeah,
I really agree with you guys because, like one of you said, it is now a supplement that I think it is the best supplement there is for language learning because you can speak with natives and listen to music or get access to movies in that particular language and stuff. And I not only is it like a very good supplement, but it is also a good way for people who are interested in learning languages to get into because they can go to something like live mocha or whatever, or they can listen to the music, or get watch video lessons on YouTube to get a little introduction of the language. But um, but still, you have to buy the courses or go to a specific a school or whatever. But as of now, I think it's a very good supplement, I guess.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. If you don't depend on something like Live Mocha only and or Rosetta Stone, then I don't see the reason why you wouldn't want to use it if if you have the money or if you download it or whatever. But um,
Yeah,
yes,
I think it's possible to get a if I might add something to it. I think if you really go out of your way, I think it is possible to learn a language like at a very good level. I'm not saying like fluent or anything, but at
yeah,
a good level if you look around on the internet. But it only is if you're learning a major language. Like if you want to learn
right.
English or Spanish, if you have a couple of friends on Skype or whatever, you can speak the language every day. There should be some sort of site for Spanish grammar, I think. So you can go a pretty long way, but it is much more easier, and I think it is more substantive to buy courses for, in this case, Spanish or whatever language it is.
Hmm.
yeah. But it
Yeah,
can never replace the supplement can never replace the real life, the real thing.
right,
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
exactly.
I think
So,
books are going to stay for a long while.
oh yeah, no, that's for sure. I rather read a book, uh, a physical book than a book on a computer, an electronic book or whatever. Even though I have an e-reader, I have the Nook Color. I got it for my birthday, but yeah, I use that a lot. But I still prefer a real book. So I don't think I think a lot of people would agree. So
Definitely.
yeah, that's just books in general. And as for language learning, it's just you know easier. You can flip through. You don't have to look up where you left off. You can just kind of flip through a book and see, where you are and what you want to look up right away, pretty
Yeah.
much. So yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think of like LingQ and stuff like that? Did you guys ever use that?
Well,
I didn't. Sorry.
no, I actually did some sort of research on it, kind of, and I think that the way LingQ works, I think it is the best thing around in terms of computerized language learning.
Hmm.
But I don't know. I like I said, I'm a very old school individual in terms of language learning. So I just, prefer reading a book than sitting on the computer. Of course, I like practicing and speaking the language through Skype or some sort of chat room like Share Talk, just to name one of them. There are many more, but yeah. So I prefer books though.
Yeah. I do have to say I've been using Skype for a long time. Not as much as I would like actually, because like I said, I rather learn through books too. But it's great because there are podcasts and stuff on there, and yeah, it's very good for basically just input from what I've seen. Of course, they have the forum there; you can practice your
Hmm.
output. But yeah, I think Skype is great because you can save your vocabulary and stuff. You can link stuff. They call it link. Basically, you save your vocabulary and you get a number of words that you know. You can see how many words that you know and stuff like that. So I think it's motivating and it's good for input, I think. So
And what about grammar? Because I haven't used LingQ. So how do they go about with the grammar?
oh, that's a good question. Actually, they don't focus on grammar too much. You just kind of have the text there, and basically you have the text and then the audio, and from a native speaker, and they read it out, and you can see, and then you link the vocabulary, and basically you learn the grammar supposedly through input. You kind of get used to it,
Oh,
and
yeah, okay.
yeah, so you can link or you can save whole passages of, let's say, a sentence even, or whatever. You can link that like a phrase or whatever,
Yeah.
and yeah, and then you can have the flashcard, and then you can see the phrase, and then you translate it or whatever into English or whatever you use. So it's yeah, about the grammar thing. I think they just discuss it in the forums and stuff. So
Hmm.
yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
that's interesting. And before this turns into one big LingQ commercial, has anyone tried what's another thing, Live Mocha or?
Yes, yes. Uh, have
Oh,
you Sam? Or
I'm sorry, I didn't hear of it before.
well, oh, okay, you never heard of it. Yeah, Live Mocha. It's supposedly the closest thing to Rosetta Stone. It seems like you have multiple choice questions and you answer that and you click on
Okay.
pictures and stuff like that. So, and every language it's like the same thing. I think I'm pretty sure. I tried it
Okay.
for German like many months ago and Icelandic. So it seems pretty interesting, but I haven't used it in a long time. So, what about you, Bart? Did you ever use it?
Live Mocha. Yeah, I think I used it for Russian a long time ago. But the main thing I was doing was looking up native speakers because you have this search option. I think for people for other users of Live Mocha, and I was always looking for Russian speakers so I could practice my limited Russian with. I haven't used it for Polish or anything.
Yeah, when I was in Live Mocha, when I used it, I only used it for maybe, I don't know, a couple of weeks on and off, not even every day. Maybe more than that. I don't know. But I used it mostly to help out people learning English because you can listen to recordings and stuff. I would give advice, and you can even do audio recordings on there to help people's pronunciation and things like that as a native speaker or a fluent speaker
Yeah,
of the language. Yeah.
that's true. Yeah, but
Yeah, so I was using it mostly for that. So to
okay.
help people learn English. So
I think the downfall of programs like Rosetta Stone and Live Mocha and all the other internet or computerized resources is that it's on the computer, and I think
Yeah.
you kind of not. I'm not against computers or anything. In fact, I use it just every day. But I think the thing is that you get distracted so easily. I'll give you a
Yeah.
little example. It hasn't anything to do with language learning, but it is a good example of distraction. I was watching a comedy performance by Billy Connolly. He's a Scottish comedian,
Oh yeah.
and he was talking about what was it, a stonefish, and it was supposedly it's the worst pain known to man. Anyway, so what
Like you step.
I was watching it on my computer, and it was
Mhm.
like stonefish. What's a stonefish? So I look up on on Google. I googled stonefish, and then there was this article, and it has a description of the animal. And then I was like, oh, wait a second, I want to know how it looks. So I go to YouTube and search a video of a stonefish, and
Uh-huh.
then on you on YouTube you have the suggestions, and
Yeah.
there was this video about what was it again? Oh yeah, cobra versus mongoose, and I was like, oh, what's this? And I watched that video, and then I found a video of what was it, bald eagle versus fish or whatever, and it was, oh, let me watch that, and after an hour I totally forgot I was watching the Billy Connolly show.
Yes. Oh my God, that's my life story.
It
I mean,
is that I think that's the downfall, because if I have a book I can just close everything off and just
mhm.
relax and chill, but on a computer I just can't for whatever reason.
Yeah, you have too many options. It's like it's too much. It's like you have everything in the palm of your hand. Like
Exactly.
everything's there for you,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and you can't help yourself. You're human, so you can't resist, basically.
you
At
can't
least I
resist the stonefish.
can't. So you mean if you step on it, it's supposed to be like the worst pain known to man or something?
Yeah, it has these
Yeah.
fangs which are very poisonous, and you get killed in whatever. What was it?
I'll look that up.
Yeah, look it up.
Yeah.
I advise every viewer now who is watching this to go on Google or on YouTube and look up stonefish.
Yep.
Then watch all the other videos, and then you realize, oh, wait a second, I was watching the 3Hobbits.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
um,
about like computerized language learning, what about like I don't know, translators, these like Google Translate and stuff. What do you guys think about that? What do you think, Sam?
Phew. I would say if you use Google Translate for like translating a short text, you might have a good um, um, might have a good translation because the shorter the text is, the better the translation gets. But if you take like text with technical terms and I don't know, with special grammar, like if you try to translate some text from a novel of Goethe, or I don't know, into English, you might have many mistakes, and um, this tool can also not replace the human being. And um, if I may add to the programs, a few years ago I used a program for Latin vocab. So I tried to refresh my 10,000 basic vocabulary
Hmm.
words, and so I was trying to find some wrongs, for some errors in my mind, but then I found out every fifth word had in the program had a mistake in it, like wrong wrong
What?
prepositions
Oh,
combined with verbs or nouns and so on. So I since that time I have no, or I have less trust in
yeah.
programs like this.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. So what do you think, Bart? Do you use like Google Translate and stuff for, simple texts and stuff like that, or, you know?